The struggle is real, especially because one, I'm a student, second, I'm a foreigner. It was like a nightmare. I was so anxious. Okay, so I'm meeting Pudongsan right now, and hopefully the house is similar with the ones that I look at online. But yeah, I'll update you guys later.
Suddenly, the world I used to know, I see it differently. You woke me from a dream, now here's reality. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. 'Cause every time you tell me I look good and that I'm doing fine, but nothing ever changes. And now I see, baby, you are hurting me. Stuck in repeat. Stop lying. I know you're playing your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know when I go. Truthfully, the game that you've been playing felt so real to me. I once believed that you could be my destiny. Baby, baby, you are really hurting me. Who is she? How can you reject me so damn easily? Who are you? What are we? Baby, baby, you are really hurting me.
Just you stay.
I know you're playing your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know when I go. I know you're playing your part, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know. You're leaving your car, got lost in your heart. I'm falling apart, stop lying.
이게 홍콩분이야.
Guys, I feel like I got the
어떤 거 필요하실까요?
room.
아 그래요? 그러면 그 사이에 나가라는 어떻게 할까요?
But I feel like there's some problem because I'm a foreigner and the landlord doesn't want to take a foreigner. So let's see.
I know you're playing your part, 'cause I go, but baby, it's breaking my heart. How could I know? If you don't need me, just let me know when I go.
As expected, I didn't find anything that I can sign directly, which is a shame. It is actually that hard, guys, to find a house in Korea right now. Tomorrow I'm gonna look at one more house and hopefully that will be the last one. See ya! This video is actually a long overdue one. I'm just gonna walk through the whole process of me meeting 부동산 or real estate agent. And I won't really do apartment tour video this time because it's all still a mess. And yes, I keep saying this, but it's actually the truth. My apartment is still a mess. So you guys have seen the houses that I've been to, and I gotta be honest, it surprises me that I just cannot really get what I want here because I'm a foreigner. And that's something that makes me really shocked at first. I don't know, maybe because I just don't really anticipate that and I don't really watch videos on YouTube to educate myself beforehand, but it's the truth. So in short, what I'm gonna say about this whole process is that the struggle is real, especially because one, I'm a student, second, I'm a foreigner, and third, I'm someone who has pretty much complicated priority list. This feels like a deja vu because I remember talking about it, but in Hong Kong. So if you've been with me for quite some time, you probably know that I talk about my priority list when it comes to apartment hunting. So the first one, location, because obviously I don't want to commute that long to school and I'm not someone who's like an early bird. And then second, I would like to have a flat that is like a legit building. My standard is an office style, and third one, I would like to have an office style that has a nice view. Because I came from Hong Kong, and even though my last apartment is quite nice, I've lived in a studio where I didn't have any view, so it's like blocked by another building basically. And then the fourth one, it's about the bathroom. My previous Airbnb, it was literally my nightmare. So the shower is actually in front of the toilet, and in between there's a sink. Like I made up my mind, like I can't have that anymore. I have to have a separate bathroom. Next, elevator, because I'm generally tired as a person, so I don't want to have daily workouts 5 floors to just come back home. So basically in Korea we also have this app for you to look for houses. It's called zigbang. I spent a lot of time trying to understand how to operate this app because it's all in Korean. So they will actually set a deposit, and the higher the deposit value, the lower the monthly price will be. So 1,000 is the deposit, and that is the 10 million won. You need to just put 4 zeros, wall set 65, so that becomes 650,000 won a month. I think zigbang is kind of like the best, but I've heard that basically the photos that they put here is just for them to attract potential tenants basically, because when you contact 부동산, they will tell you like, oh sorry, this room is rented already, do you mind looking for other rooms? Yeah, it's pretty much like a back and forth process. So it's not like I immediately found this real estate agent and then I scheduled an appointment and then everything's good. Some of my friends here actually advised me to just go to the 부동산 office, which is like everywhere, and you can just go there and then basically say, hi, I'm looking for a house and this is my priority list in Korean. So I actually did that. It was like a nightmare. It was really awkward and not a nice experience. I was so anxious. On zigbang, the realtor will tell you if they have English speaker in the office. So I did find one, and he told me that the room that I wanted was gone because it was like on high demand, because the room is really pretty. I decided to just meet up with him, and he showed me all the houses that I recorded in the earlier part of this video. The guy's really nice, but I think he's also frustrated that I'm someone with a lot of priority lists and I couldn't make up my mind immediately. And when I wanted to, the landlord didn't want me because I'm a foreigner. So it's just like everyone's frustrated, and then he was like, honestly, I don't think I can help you, like I might give up now. So I'm just like, how can you say that? In that moment I felt like I was so pressured to make a decision for an average houses that I don't even like. There's one apartment that is decent in my opinion, but in front of the building it's a motel. Like I don't want to explain it, but it's a love motel and then surrounded by like, you know, small pubs and bars. So I was like, yeah, I don't think so. And then this guy was like,
you know what, it's pretty much a good location because it won't be quiet. So if you actually go home at midnight, there will be people around still, so you don't have to be afraid.
and I'm like, am I being manipulated right now? Like it sounds so convincing. The thing is, I have experience before looking for flats and apartments in Hong Kong. I know how these guys work. I know they want to close the deal. I also want to find my home because I can't stand looking at that zigbang app every day. And then I don't know if it's only in my head, but I think it's just that because he knows that I'm only fluent in English, my options are even more limited. I think because of that, it's easier for him to just put thoughts into my head, you know, like, oh, this is like the best deal ever. You know, if you actually wait, more students are coming to Korea and there will be no options left for you. Like you cannot get any better deal than this one and stuff. So it stressed me out, I'm not gonna lie. I remember waking up that I've already signed a house. Can you believe that? Like I was so anxious to the point that I dreamt about signing a contract. That's how desperate I am. After that day, I actually stopped looking for houses for several days because I was so stressed. But I have this one appointment that I already made. It's with another budongsan, and I kept asking via text if this is the house that I'm gonna view, because I don't want to view other houses, and the agent said yes. So bear in mind that I talked to this budongsan in Korean because it's a text. Then me and my friend, we met this budongsan. She was so shocked because she thought that I'm Korean, but apparently I'm not. So my friend helped me with the communication, but she's also not from Korea, so we're all like struggling basically. When we get into the house, I immediately said to the budongsan that I wanted to take it, and then she was actually surprised because it took me like 5-10 minutes to actually just say, oh, I want to sign it now. The only problem is that I have to wait for like a month until I can move in. Okay, next month you can just, you know, come again and then we'll sign the real contract, but can you please bring a Korean friend? She was just so tired of me and my friend because we're all like, what is happening? She wanted to explain a lot of things which are really important. For example, like how the building works and everything else. And then I said, oh, 저는 한국 친구 있어요. And then she was like, oh really, like a real Korean friend? I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, okay, then can you bring this person instead? It was pretty awkward, but at the moment I was like, who is my Korean friend that I have to bring? But anyways, I found one Korean friend and he's actually willing to help me with all the translations and the contract signing, because they could just send me any contract and I will sign because I understand nothing. The day the agent gave me the key, my friend was kind enough to be there and actually listen to the building manager explaining stuff and then translate it to me. After that, I waited for like 4 or 5 days until my Airbnb checkout date. 2 of my friends helped me with the moving, and then now I'm settling down in this apartment. Yeah, in conclusion, it's quite a roller coaster journey for me to just find this place, but I'm glad that I actually found the one that I really like. Can't wait to show it to you guys, but before that I have to survive my exams. They're all coming pretty soon. Goodbye for now.